going on, YouTube? It's your boy Cameron. And guys, 3 teams made a lot of moves yesterday. A lot of moves. Houston made a lot of moves. Miami made a lot of moves. And KC made a couple of moves. First off, I'm going to talk about Kansas City because I actually really do like this signing. They signed LaShawn McCoy after he was waived by the Bills, which is a good move by the Bills. You know, he really didn't produce last year, and he was pretty old. You know, he's getting old, you know. I love LaShawn McCoy. I'm a big Shady fan, man. Hall of Famer for sure. Great running back. He even had a couple good years at Buffalo, but he's pretty old now. Let's be honest. You know, he's in his 30s, which is pretty old for a running back, and he got injured last year, which is a red flag for someone as old as he is. He just didn't perform, you know. So they cut him to save some salary because he was making the most out of all the running backs on the roster. So they cut him, and his old coach, Andy Reid, picked him up. And I'm excited to see this again, man, because he's a great receiver. So they're gonna get another good receiving back, and he's gonna do work. He's gonna do work again in Andy Reid's offense, man. I don't think he's gonna have like a 1,000-yard season or anything, but I think 400 or 500 yards, maybe a couple touchdowns. Don't pick him up in fantasy, but he could do a little bit of something, man. I think it's gonna be fun to see him and Andy Reid again, and hopefully, man, he wins the Super Bowl because he deserves it, man. He deserves it, man. I don't want him to win over my Rams, but if they're playing somebody else, I'm voting for him, bro, 100%. And also, the Texans, man, they got Carlos Hyde. They got rid of Clowney. They got Kenny Stills. They got Tunsil. Terrible moves by the Texans. Really awful moves. Trading Clowney, which I did a video on it yesterday, was a really retarded move. Biggest dumbass move I've ever seen, man. Clowney is a great rusher. He was a cornerstone of your defense. You know, him and Watt had a great duo, and now he's gone. So you guys have a hole there. Laramie, man, unless they got a bong with a gas mask, he's not going to be interested, man. He's a bust. Not a good offensive lineman, man. Not a good offensive lineman. Kenny Stills, he's not very good. He's very average. You know, he's not going to have a 1,000-yard season. He's going to be okay. But I guess it's kind of cool they got him and DeAndre Hopkins. Do they still have Will Fuller? I'm pretty sure they do have Will Fuller, even though he got hurt last year. But Kenny Stills is just like a C-grade receiver. Honestly, he's a C-grade receiver. He didn't really do shit in Miami. I mean, he was good in New Orleans, but he had Drew Brees. In Miami, he didn't really do much. He was a lot of nothing in Miami. And they also got Carlos Hyde from Kansas City to replace Lamar Miller. I don't mind that because Lamar Miller, tore his ACL, so he's probably out for the whole year. So getting Carlos Hyde to replace him is a great pickup, honestly. Carlos Hyde is a pretty good running back. He had a couple good years in San Francisco, but he has a problem. He just can't stay on the field. He gets injured a lot, and that could be a problem. That could be a big problem, especially when you don't really have any other running backs on your depth chart. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys picked somebody else up. Duke Johnson. You guys have Duke Johnson too. So now you have Duke Johnson and Carlos Hyde. Duke Johnson's good. He's all right. So it'd be kind of cool to see Hyde and Johnson. That'd be interesting. And, you got the GOAT, Tunsil, blocking for you. He's pretty awful. But I don't know, man. It's not good for him. It's not looking good, man. It's really not looking good. In Miami, they should change their name for the season, man. The Miami Tanks, that's what's going to happen. They're tanking for Tua. They do not want to win any games this year. They have no offensive line. Kenyon Drake, I like him, but he's really overrated, man. I feel like a lot of people overrate Miami's running backs. They overrate Lamar Miller, who was actually better than Kenyon Drake because he actually had a 1,000-yard season. But Kenyon Drake hasn't had a 1,000-yard season. He's very reminiscent of Zach Stacy, in my opinion. He had a very, good 6-7 games, and everyone was like, okay, this guy's going to be the truth next year. Comes in next year, he gets fucking replaced by old-ass Frank Gore, but he has a couple good plays. Now everyone's jerking him off and trying to pick him in fantasy. He's not going to be that good, I don't think, because who else do they have on their offense? Devontae Parker, he's always been disappointing to me as well. They don't have Landry anymore. Rosen, I do like Josh Rosen. I think with the right team, he can be great, but he's just going to get abused again. And he's on the worst team in the league. This team's going to go 0-16. 100%. But they're just tanking for Tua. So then Rosen's going to get replaced again by a rookie quarterback unless they want to keep Rosen and draft offensive linemen. I don't know, man. I don't know what Miami's exact plan is with Rosen. Do they just want Rosen for the year because they think he's trash? Because I don't think he's trash. I really don't think he's trash. Because I think Kyler Murray is going to get abused this year, too. And he's going to have a very year reminiscent to Josh Rosen's last year. You really think Kyler Murray's going to hold his own without an offensive line? You're crazy. Especially at that size. Oh, he's going to get fucking bullied. He's going to get bullied. Okay? I don't know. What do you guys think, man? Let me know in the comment section below. And this your boy Cameron. I'm out.